The anime community. The most connected and wholesome community. Everyone loves each other and respects each other's opinion. And in no way or shape or form they could possibly destroy your self-esteem and make you regret you live in this world. Just for saying Demon Slayer is mid. I don't know if you guys realized, I said a joke. Laugh. I'm sure you know the memes that have appeared in the past couple of weeks for the new manga Kagurabachi. It's a great manga with a good story, and it has sold 1 billion for the first chapter, allegedly. Okay, it hasn't, but it's the first more liked manga and it beat Boruto. With only 3 chapters out right now, you must be thinking, oh, this manga must be insanely good to beat Boruto with only 3 chapters. Well, fuck you, and I hate you. I never asked your opinion. Because as many animes hyped and overrated, with time it fucking sucks. I still stand by my statement, by the way. To know why the community are ruining this manga, I need to show you why the manga is great. It starts with introducing the characters. This is Rokuhira Kunishagi, and this is his son, Shihito. Rokuhira is the most famous swordsmith in the country. As you can see, when it comes to his work, he is serious and delicate. But he's a dumbass. He's that father that is insanely dumb but hard worker type shit. And his son definitely takes his mother's personality because he takes care of the house and his dad. And also the dad got scammed for 3 fishes thinking it's a good charm. As they were working hard, they were done. And we are introduced to this hot BTS looking motherfucker. His name is Shiba. He's Roku's old friend and he comes to visit often. He's that friend that's usually known as an uncle or a cousin. He is that close. And when he starts talking about Roku's past, Roku tells him to shut up, but he continues. And in Shiba's explanation,
you should know. During the Saitai War, his name was better than the names of those who fought. The swords he made, they were more crucial than the soldiers who wielded them.
When you hear that sentence, you feel like he's not talking about this goofy ass father. It's weird. Roku doesn't want to hear it, it seems like. As Shiba left, Roku told his son that to be as good as him, you'll need to do less joyful stuff. And his son is determined to live up to his father's past. Roku took his son to see the swords that has been made by him and were used in the wars.
Our swords paved the path to a new era and saved many lives. And swords are designed to kill, that's a fact. We made the weapons that took those lives. We bear the weight of lives taken by the swords we forge.
Roku telling his son that the swords that made by you will be responsible for the deaths that have been taken. To show him what he's getting into and to see if he's ready to take the weight that will be put on him. His son doesn't know if he's ready to take the responsibility, but he is determined to do it. Roku puts faith on his son and proceeds. The way I'm talking, it seems like for you guys that Roku is the main character in this manga. Well, he's not. We see a strange place and a strange man shown to us. He gives an order and shows us this time skip. 3 years have passed and we see people getting killed. He's asking for names for people called the Liberation Army. The man explains what happened within the 3 years that have passed.
Before the Yakuza arrived, the city was at peace. But you took everything. Our land, our money, our own belongings, all by force. So who gives a fuck?
He gets beaten up and says, "Are you a sorcerer?" So it tells us the Yakuza brought sorcerers to conquer the city. This strange man comes out, and it seems like he is the sorcerer, since he pulled out plants out of the floor. He threatens the man and asks him, "Is this your first time?" As after that sentence, he pulled out one of the plants and shoved it right up his ass. After that day, that man became bisexual. He asks him if this is his first time to being close to death, so it's all good. And he pulls the finger and says, "Fuck you guys, I'm out of here." And we meet Shihiro and Shiba. He's all grown up. We see that he has a scar on his face and the sword that his father used to chop the bamboo. They talk about it, and he says,
When I wash my face and look in the mirror, I obviously notice it. I remember the day, and every morning I start the day with a renewed hatred.
Shiba tells him to stop thinking like that. It will break him down. They arrive to the destination and say,
These Yakuza are probably linked to them.
as if his goal was to meet the Yakuza to get info or kill someone. What happened that time? Who's them? Why are you looking for them? It's making war as if something happened between the 3 years that have passed. As they are walking, they see 4 dead people hanging. It's horrible. It's the Liberation Army. You can tell these guys are Yakuza just the way they talk and how they're calling people insects. These are... Shihiro killed these men. The innocent kid who was not sure about making a sword that would have weight on him. What happened that time? We go back to the guy beating the fuck up and being blackmailed as his men were leaving. The door opens and we see an ocean of dead men. All were created by Shihiro's blade. And we see Shihiro questioning the Yakuza for answers about his Haku. The Yakuza screams out of fear, but not from Shihiro, from the person and the people with Haku.
These guys, I'll kill them. I'll kill them all.
As they were interrogating the Yakuza, And here we find out about Shiba's powers. And we all know who did this. It's this fucker. Here we find out about what happened in that time. Shiba placed a barrier around the house. When something happens to the barrier, Shiba detects it. And he did. The house was destroyed. We see Shihiro there with his dead father. 3 necromancers, fireman came here, but why? They were looking for the swords. These swords were made by Roku, Shihiro's father. Those swords were made with magic, and there are 6 of them, and were found in the war and hid by him. The 6 swords are demon swords, as named. Each one has a special power. Shihiro was talking to his father and laughing, but suddenly, this is the first 2 chapters. The third one, I'm not talking about it. I'll leave it to you guys who want to get into it. Now, let's talk about the fucking community. If I didn't convince you yet, the 3rd chapter has this goth girl. You're saying now, okay, I understand why the hype. It's a good manga. Well, you're correct on one thing. The manga is great, I agree. But people aren't hyped because of it. They just fucking memed it for absolutely no fucking reason. It's just a meme. They push it for no reason. I love the manga, but it's mostly like every manga. It's still on its introduction phase. There is nothing to scream and get hyped about. The next chapter might be him jerking off or fucking someone in the ass. Why are you hyped? It's annoying that they are ruining a manga that has potential. It's sad. You know what? Let's read this. This guy might explain it, right? Kagurabachi is a godsend. It saved my life. I was at my lowest and I opened chapter 1 and I started crying. I don't know if anything else will ever be as good as this manga. I think I know what heaven is. I think I even went to heaven. I broke up with everyone I know. I left my family for this manga. I am now married to Kagurabachi. The first chapter spoke to me. I now... What? I know, huh? It is my gospel. It's my Bible. I've started to look in the mirror and receive. Fuck off. In conclusion, The anime community sucks. I love anime, but there is this part of the anime community that are ruining anime for us. Alright, like and sub to gain 3 inches on your dick. Works on girls also, your girl quack. No promises. Fuck, I need a sponsor.